So you just got off work, school, or whatever, and want to unwind with some online racing. However, if you're down in the low-level ranks and safety rating like me, you better be ready, because Reverse Trial Mountain is a dangerous and unforgiving place, and the competition is fierce, so let's hop right into it. Today we're going to be climbing the ranks in Gran Turismo, climbing out of the lowest elo, and hopefully improving our sportsmanship rating, because these lobbies are insane, as you'll see. Alright, so buckle up, do some pull-ups, because what I thought would be an easy victory came at a steep price. Cue the montage. Alright, whatever. Okay. So after getting crashed out or wrecking myself into the wall a few too many times, I realized maybe I should improve my qualifying lap so I could start a little further up on the grid. This was not an easy process, however, and it took me a few hours to get a time that would move me up and help me get through the first chicane. However, it proved to be an effective tactic. Alright, so let's get to analyzing this lap. So I cut the corner really close to the apex there. I don't think that's the best line, because as I learned from watching other people in these online races, it's good to go a little deeper in the corner. You carry more entry speed and you get about the same exit. This next sections I had down, but for me personally, I was having a lot of problem with this tunnel, which is weird because the beginning part of the time trial, I would always oversteer into the wall or understeer into the other wall, but somehow I managed to get it just right. And then this last section, I managed to do pretty good. I learned that you have to let off the throttle and not go flat out, and this led to about a 1 second improvement. Nice. So getting to know the track a little better and moving my way up on the grid with a faster qualifying time did work, as you will see in a second. I managed to make it successfully to the first chicane of death. So I had a good launch, catching up to P1 really quickly. However, your main objective is to just not die here. Downshift. I took a wider line. Did not take the racing line because there was a lot of traffic behind me, as you guys can see in the radar. I went over the rump a little bit and almost caused me to crash, but look, we managed to get through there safely, and now we're going to take advantage of the open track to try to build as much of a lead as possible, because I'm sure traffic is super dense back there, as we saw on the radar in the bottom right corner. So just trying to take the perfect racing line, get on the throttle as early as possible. I think we're doing a pretty good job of that. This corner, make sure to go a little bit deeper into it before turning. That's what I was talking about earlier. So you carried a little bit more speed and had just about the same exit. Now right here, I was kind of worried. I could see the guy in the radar taking place in the radar, but look, slowly dropping off. So had a better exit, because he took the narrow line like I did. I used to, like I did in qualifying. God, I hated the tunnel exits because the brightness would make it so hard to see, but we managed to get it just right, almost kissing the wall. This section was not too bad for me. And now this part was definitely my worst section. You'll guys see later why I made that comment. Almost touching the wall, but not bad. That time wasn't bad. And I'm gonna take it home. Building a pretty large lead against second, taking advantage of the open track. Almost lost it there. That was kind of sketchy for already having 2 seconds. I don't need to be pushing it that hard because you can crash out and lose your lead. I've done it multiple times in this online race. However, look, after 2 laps, built a lead up to 4 seconds. And honestly, this was kind of a boring race. Like, no one really challenged me for the rest of the way, and we're already on lap 4 and almost built up an 8-second lead. So now I just gotta take it home. I don't know why I'm pushing so hard, but I was kind of getting hyped that like I might finally win after getting crashed out, a bunch of DNFs, a couple rage quits that both ruined my safety rating and online ranking. Got me in the right mindset when joining these online time trials because, yeah, they're wild. And I was rushing it. I thought it'd be an easy win, and it wasn't. So finally, all the hard work paid off, and we're finishing P1. Like I said, P1.
P1.
Nice. So that last race didn't have much battling, but this one, I can assure you, is pretty interesting. So even right off the rip, got a good launch past P2 into P2, and we're heading into the first chicane with a good amount of buffer space. Still gonna take the inside line, try to get away from the pack. So I dodged that, dodged the bullet, survived the first chicane. That was honestly the hardest part of these races for me. And now we're catching up to P1. The American racer, Azam, was extremely quick and taught me a lot. So shout out to Azam for the good clean race. These kinds of races are hard to come by in the low ranks. However, with regards to some things I learned from this racer, I often took a too narrow of a line through some corners, and I also learned that I need to be more calculated with my overtakes. Rushing things rarely works out. Identify where you're fast and identify where they are slow. A well-timed attack is better than rushing the move. I often rush the move against Azam, and it would give Azam a free run through my best sections. I also realized I need to become a better defender when I'm in the lead, but this is likely due to me doing too many time attacks rather than races, so I'll get my defensive skills back soon. However, enjoy the rest of the battle. It was a fun and an exciting one. This was a tough race, but we learned a lot. It was disappointing, but honestly, it was a good step towards moving up, because now we're a C rank driver. Our safety rating is improved, so even though it hurt a lot to get second, it was good in the long run, and now we're going to be better prepared to go against the B and C rank drivers. So shout out Asdem, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.